everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you have been following along, we actually finished the construction of our diverter valve. Sorry, words are hard. And we've actually migrated all the way over here to get metals. And to that end, we got zip lines online. At least a little bit. We have expanded out a wee bit for this, such that we are going to try to build up here, and we're going to start building more power. In particular, we're looking at large windmills as well as gravity batteries. Now, these are going to take a little bit of research in order to get, but in order to support that, we've gone ahead and built a paper mill as well. So that is getting materials. It does need planks, but we are starting to increase our overall production for that as well. We are meeting demand currently, but we will soon run into an issue. And the other problem we have going on here is wood. You can see here we are teetering on the existence of using wood or not. We did build another forester over here to help with that, and they are even planting more oaks. And we have another zipline over here just to speed things up. But we are trying to get all this online. We do have 12 beds available with our little build into the side of the mountain thing, which I am absolutely loving. And once we are able to get enough raw science, we can actually unlock the observatory with our new power network up top there, get rid of these and just extend the housing out to really maximize the space. We already have some of it available here, and so it'll be nice to continue that further. But the goal today is hopefully to get some of this online. That would be fantastic. And maybe even get the zip line up and build our new industrial area up here. I'm even thinking of building the gravity batteries over here just to hang off the end, and we will replenish them with wind power, which I'm thinking up here. I don't know if elevation does things, but maybe we'll find out. Don't know. But as we get into this, as always, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and get started. Seems that they have built this, so we just need 3 more metal blocks, and then hopefully that will greatly increase at the speed that we get to there. So if I look here, that's a 41, and currently this is a 106, which is not good. We should probably get, or end up rather, with lots of beavers that are not happy, let's say. And these guys can be paused for now. There we go. Yeah, we've found that the larger the distance, the more ample or the more common injuries occur, which is not good. I love how they take it. It is finally up. It is only 67 now rather than 106, so it is better. It is not great. Something else we will want to do is once we get this one built, we could actually build our district crossing over here. We'll need to unlock it for 600, but I want to build a district crossing over here and start getting this online to get over to the mine. The mine will be our infinite metal source, and we will need to build all of this as well. So there's lots of little projects going on in order to achieve the greatness that we want. We could actually probably start doing this as well. I don't want to do that, but we could at least do our levees. And so what we want to do, or how do I want to handle this? Because we want it to come this way so we can get up here. Well, we want to start with this at least. Now we can just build like this, something like that, and obviously we need to build it up like so. Whoop. Well, we are going to need that. That's not the end of the world, but if I keep building up about that high is what I will need to at least get that to come over. And then we want to just build up to that height, like so. Well, not yet. There we go. Alright, so this would divert water that way. I would need to build a sluice network to handle that. Whoop. Don't want to do all of that. This is all just kind of pre-planned. Can't even get over here yet. But it will be a nice little endeavor. I'm kind of just letting the research kind of flow for right now. I kind of want to build a crazy tunnel system to get out of here. I don't know. How do we want to handle this? Because we do need some sort of diverting of the water up to get over there. We'll need to figure that out. That is a very long-term project. That's to get to water over here. They are starting to build... Where are we at? What are we building? Paper factory is built. It does have power, but we don't have... We need planks, we need wood. Yeah, and this is going to be just a giant wood suck of a project here. But what we could do... Is there anything downstream over here? Or that's not... Here's bad. Oh, here's a good water thing. So we could... Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. We build sluices there. We actually do a double sluice network. And then what we do is... We... Yes. This is a nice idea. I like this. So what we need to do is we will do this. Like that. And then we will... We need to build up here as well. So we want to divert this water over. Like so. I'm thinking about building sluices up here in order to support all that. And we finally have a bad tide approaching. That actually makes me very happy. And the reason it makes me happy is because we get to test out our little network, which will be good. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this fills up, right? And if it's bad water, we can have it flow. Well, how do we want to do that? If it's either bad or good water, we need to see how much extra flows through here. Actually, we would want that. All right, so what this would do is we would flow good water through here and bad water. And then this over here would need to fill up immensely in order to get the water up there. The problem is it can't go higher than that unless we build up that high, so we will need additional goodness here. And that actually helps with getting the beavers over here as well. The issue is just how much bad water are we talking? We could do something like that. There we go, and I think that is high enough. And so then we just need to block off these things. We can use sluices, get over here and build this entire network. We still need to section off, this way. Actually, let's just... that so it's a little bit easier to see, just a wee bit. And we would build sluices up here, and we can turn these on and off just so we get enough water flow into there. Yeah. That'd be the dastardly plan. And this would only be good water. And then we need to build the metal structures, build sluices over there. That is a very, very long-term project. But to that end, if I just revert here, if I want to get over here, we could go to Paths Networks. Something like this. And then stairs. Something like that. They shouldn't be prioritizing this at all. We will go ahead and build this just because we can get a lot of it done, per se. That is a project. And here I do want the double sluice network here, so we are diverting more good water into the system. The bad water has started, so what we actually need to do is raise these up to maximum. That's going to divert water out. We're going to come over here and we're going to pause all of these guys just because we need to. Did we ever get any paper? We got 20 paper. I do need storage for paper, which is a problem. And then you can see here the bad water is flowing right into here. We will see if it actually overflows at all, because if it does, we can always build this up. Just don't know where it's flowing. It might just all flow out over here. This is an issue though. This is what I'm trying to prevent. So by building the sluices here, this bad water would not affect any of that, which is kind of what we want. But in the interim, let's go ahead and get another medium warehouse over here. Potentially. We could just build maybe 3 more like that. And actually, something like you, I would think. And so, bad tide already ended? Okay then, that makes it easy. Sluices would be better here because I don't know the when the water goes clear, let's say. It is looking good. So we're going to lower these back down to 0.5 and just see how bad it is. Should be okay. Sluices will automate that for us. But what I do need is platforms here, here, pathing, like that. And then I'm going to want something like this. And get this pathing set up like that. And so this, I actually want to be paper for now. We'll actually do some wheat for you. But in terms of priority, we should probably prioritize all that and that stack. Alright, what do we have going on here? They should be building all this. They have. Let's get power online. Like so. And connect the shafts together. Alright. Something like that. Let's actually just make these a little bit lower. Oh, we do need to turn these guys back on though, because we are running out of water. Something I also want to unlock is just more water in general. So if I go here and go to pathing, we can do a 3x3 here, and then go to storage. That is 600. We will need a bit more, but I am thinking that. That is not top priority. We do want these things online though. We're going to select here. What can I store more of? We'll get that paper online there. Here we'll just do maybe a few more berries. This one we'll go ahead and get some more carrots. This, I don't even know. How about we just throw some gears over here? Did we choose? That's at least that. We can actually just make this one a massive carrot one as well, just because we keep getting carrots. And I'm running out of crazy potato-ness, so I will actually need to expand my potato farm. What is your range? You can do all of that, which is great. So plant crops. Let's go ahead and get potatoes. Like that. That should help a wee bit. And I can't... Why can't I go as far as I wanted? I can't get these potatoes down here anymore. The gasp. What I might want to do though is go to food, put another efficient farmhouse here, like that, and then we could build stairs there, plant more crops. How about more potatoes here, and how about some sunflowers like that. So farming should be good. I do need those sluices online. How are we doing on you? How are we even doing on you? You need to be top priority. You need to be top priority as well. Wood is kind of coming back, which is good. We do have... Why do I have 20 jobs? Oh my gosh, we just ran out of beavers. What the heck? Or sorry, we ran out of jobs available? That's nuts. At least you guys are building all that. How is this looking? We can at least take 2 of those jobs. We have 67 beavers in total. That might be why food is starting to wane a little bit. That will be, if I do this, that should help. A little bit at least. And then you guys are full. You guys are also full. Let's go ahead and just get another hauling post here. For now, the industrial district will also help immensely with this effort as well. Your top priority, you are less than top priority. But we do want to see what this is doing, which can be useful to us. Yeah, wood, definitely an issue. We need this all to come to life. And you know, we'll just unpause you guys. For now, you will chop down the dead trees, which is good. That is more wood influx. Having you come online will be amazing. We need to start bringing these planks over there. We could actually go to District Management, Builder's Hut. Fits right there as well. So we'll go ahead and just do that and prioritize this stuff. Well, we don't need priority on that, but we at least need priority on that. So once these are built, we will get a bit better. They are finally building this. Once this is done, we should switch over, and I do actually. We can start to build that next, which will get our spatter dock online. And then we can also get food, another grill right here. And you will do grilled spatterdock, which means you don't need to be gears, you can be grilled spatterdock. And you don't have to be wheat, you can just be normal spatterdock. Oh, that needs to be like super high priority. Yeah, once that's built, we can get up there. So this is a nice little storage area. We even have tons of paper, which should be being used in order to build other things. Once this is set, though, I'm assuming... Come on, we just need someone to whack it with a hammer. And this is more power. If I want to build a power network just to help... Something like this. And I will actually need to destroy those things. And then get more power. And now we need this guy and this guy. So what this will do is actually hook all that up. And I will need, unfortunately, a set of stairs here in order to actually build all of that. Alright, but this is only 60 now. I am trying to think of a way to make that easier. Too far. Okay. Not the end of the world. Not great, mind you. But we're starting to build all that. So this will be a bunch of logs as well, just to power this network, which you can see here we're starting to struggle with. We do have scrap, metal blocks. Oh, I actually need metal storage? Legasp. Well, we don't have anything here, so you're just going to be metals for now. That will at least allow me to start stockpiling a little bit. I do have that. That is good. And the beavers... I guess some beavers died. And we do have an injured beaver. We do have medical beds, so I'm not terribly worried about them. And how are we doing? Nothing over here so far, which is good. We will need all of this wood for so much of this project. How much are you reducing? It's good. Alright, and if I go to power, these are only 400. Something like that. Alright, and then I do need to connect all these up. Something like this. And then we do want to connect this up to you as well. Okay, so this will be an entire power network. So once these are built, which they take a lot of metal blocks, gears, planks, the whole 9 yards. This is apparently too far. It's not the end of the world. We can actually start planning things out a little bit as well. So I do want Lumber mill. Gear. Don't need the chapter chakra now. Don't have enough for that. For science, I do want the observatory to be right there. That will be one of the next unlocks that we get. I'm going to super low prioritize that. We can start building the pathing. Oh, not that pathing though. So now these guys will be in range. So hopefully, did we ever get? Oh, we did get these online. That's why we lost all those beavers. All right, and we still have one bed. But once we get 1,000 science, this will be prioritized with the power system to hopefully bring in more into the network. Can these guys be reached? I think they can from there. So that will be good. Let's actually set a bit of priority here. Just so we can get at least these guys, this one connected, because he is producing what? 277 horsepower. That is a phenomenal amount of horsepower. We'll want to expand the farm as well. We can do that up here, but let's see. That's working. We are starting to work over there as well. Logs not doing great. I do want to send a little expedition over here though. Question is, how do we get over there? Unfortunately. Because what I would like to do, and we'll go ahead and unlock them now just because we will use them. Something like that, yes. Something like that, yeah. So this, close below contamination of that. And these guys are going to close above contamination. The question is, how do we get over there? There is a cheeky path over here, but that doesn't help me. I think the best way would be... Whoop. Something like that. Coming over here. And then what we'll do is, I know it's a lot of resources, but I really don't want to mess with my my stuff here. Here we go, and we will do this and this. So we could get up here, which will be interesting. And then let's just go ahead and super high prioritize all of this so that we can high prioritize this and these. All right, so that will solve bad water getting into here, which would be a good thing to solve. And then how is the level looking? Could we back up water if we wanted? No, it's not. I mean, we can, just to keep this green up here, and we might want to do that. These guys are going to start building that out, which is good. We are building the network, which is amazing. I do want to see how much power these guys have. But this is at least turning, and we are getting to these too far from building land. Not good. How do we want to handle that one? have to build temp stairs for now, like that. I prioritize that so we can get to these. And we can build all that because of that. Okay, how are gears doing? Gears are getting a little low just because we're not really producing much. And we did spend a bit of science to do all that, and you guys are building all this. So wood, once again, is an issue. Don't know if that will be resolved anytime soon. We did build this nice forest over here, though, that should be coming online. And then some of these are starting to come online, which is good. And then we still have those birches. Still taking out the metals. And once we're done here, we can actually get rid of this entire connection. And then this guy could come over this way. That might be more advantageous for us as well. I don't know why you're taking the long route to do this. This should be a lot quicker to go that way. And we did build all of our storage over here. So we should be okay. If I look over here, drought is approaching. Not terribly concerned about droughts at this point. Kind of okay for the most part. How are we doing over here? Have we even reached? No, we haven't even gotten over here, have we? We're almost there. Geez, they work fast. How are they already building? Oh, I guess they came to the corner to build that one. That's all right. They're going to build that forthwith. There we go. Now we're starting to build up. So now what I can do, high prioritize your collection because I want to be able to grab that. That's a lot of resources right there. We have 5 beavers without jobs. That's okay. Now we have tons of beavers with jobs. These guys are still working hard, which is good. We could even build temp of those as well, because as these guys come to adulthood. Good, we got rid of that. Let's go ahead and destroy you. High prioritize your collection, and once you're done, we can go ahead and build the power network back in, which is like this. And then we can go ahead and set the priority of that to super high. So this should allow everyone to build. That needs to be done. And look at this. This power network is crazy. We're still working on building it all. I don't know if we can... Oh, we did actually reach all that, which is good. Yeah, we might need to build a little bypass over there. I am liking that network, though. And did we actually start... Oh, we did. We put all the metal blocks in up here? That's nuts. Did we get that done? We did? Are we building... That is being built. Excellent. Drought is approaching. Not the end of the world, mind you. Still plenty of stuff over there. Someone died of old age. It's not bad. It's not great, though. We did get this online. You guys are going to help with the planting of things. Oh, and I did want to high prioritize you so that you could actually get down there. And we could actually plant a potato there as well. But now that we're up here, we could do a little bit more over here. It is a little bit of a ways. So I don't know about you. I guess I could have built, or we can still build. Oh no, because the pylon can't connect. You can only have, what, 2 connections, I think? Yeah, 2 connections. So it's basically one of these. It's just like a midpoint one. But if we did one here, this can't connect. Yeah. It's a bit of an annoyance. But it is what it is. But what we could do is if I go to pathing, something like that. And actually destroy that one. Oh, there's a drought. That's probably why I need to pause these things. Which means I have 2 jobs available. It's not the end of the world. But if I go ahead and delete that connection there, actually, what is your pathing like? 47? I don't think that really, if I connect this up, it's really not saving me anything. So what I want to do is that, add connection to here. That's probably a bit better. Then they can actually go from here to there if they wanted to. And this doesn't have any goods. What am I lacking? Well, wheat, we're not really doing anything unless I built a bakery, which bakery requires just wood. Well, wood's great and all, but I don't have anything. Oh, I also need this to turn the wheat flour into actual product. So not ideal. How are we doing here? What do you mean too far? Well, that would explain things there, Dr. Munchkin, is that you're a bona fide idiot. Hold on now. So we'll destroy that. Go ahead and build something like this. Now we can build that, and power those. So then we can actually get over there to do that. Okay. These guys are not reachable. Figured as much on that. So we're going to delete these, and we will go ahead and build stairs here. And path this over like so. And high prioritize that. Okay. These guys should be reachable. You're reachable as well. So that is all fine and dandy. And we even built this, which is great and all, but we can't really utilize it yet. So we're actually going to pause you, because I don't need you online. And all these could technically be paused as well. But if we get this all built, then this could provide power throughout all this. And this is all pretty tall. I do need to get up to these though. Can't get up here yet. I can at least get, I built stairs. Like that we can get down. That's 72. I don't know why it was showing. Oh, it is showing potential green, I think, when this is built. Needs planks though. So again, problems. But if this starts blowing, we start getting a bunch of power. Alright, so we are trying to resolve our on power network. You can see here, they are now producing a little bit of power, which would help, but we want to build a massive wind farm up here in order to support lots of things. Did they ever build all of this? They are working on it. And so another bad tide will come through, but we'll at least have more water here. And if we actually built, if we built up a level, we could actually make this a larger dam, but we don't need to do that, I don't think. What we may want to do though is actually just build a dam. So if I come over here and get a dam structure like so, and then we can just build levees on top just to build it. That works for now. That, priority-wise, is going to be kind of low. Don't really need that built right now. There are other projects that we kind of need. Like this is kind of super required, but we don't have any power here to build anything, so we need to wait for this to end. Not the end of the world as we know it. And we are still producing research. But yeah, no, the research boom with the observatory is amazing. And look at all the logs we're actually getting. We're going to max out storage. Oh, speaking of storage, I do want to get this and I want to get that. We are kind of running out of water, which is not ideal. But I think the observatory will help solve a lot of stuff for us. Oh, I never selected anything for you. Let's just go ahead and do more of that. Did you guys ever build this? What do you have access to? All of that, including all those. Perfect. Oh, when we finally got Spatterdock online as well. That is good. We can start pumping once again. We are actually out of water. That is a bad thing to have occurred. But now this is flowing. And in fact, I am going to go ahead and destroy these. And I want to go ahead and build sluices like that. And I want you guys to close above contamination. And we will super high prioritize these items right here. Was there anything that dropped down there? No. But that is at least a decent chunk of logs. No storage available. That's not great. Hopefully they start chugging through it, because we got a lot of things that can eat planks. And these guys being built will actually make this automatic, so I never have to deal with that again. Because the dam will help divert everything. For now, we are getting these things online. You, not a priority, mind you, because they can go that way. But something I do want to get hooked up. Alright, water should be coming back. Yeah, we're starting to get it back. We need more storage for water. That's why we have this. And in fact, we can also just build one here and build another storage tank. Medium. Right there, and make you water. I really like the zip lines. But I really want to get you connected. So this is like crazy high priority. Once they're done with that, how are we doing over here? Oh, we should probably just drop this priority a little bit. So, I mean, they build it, but bad water flowing out there, not the end of the world. How are we doing? We are knocking that out, which is good. The scrap metal we're not really burning through. I should probably set up metals like that. We are finally at the 1,000, so if I come here and get the observatory, it fits perfectly. And I will want that to come online. Because once those are done, then we will actually start to get more science. It does require a lot, including pine resin, which is a slight issue for me. But what I can do is cut trees, don't cut trees, remove those trees from rotation, come over here, build a little platform there, and then go to wood, get a tapper shack, which will cost 500, and then we can actually get that on the go, and we can actually just go ahead and build that as well. Do a storage, large storage right here like this, and just get pine resin. Where are you? There you are. And once again, a low priority on all this. I can build that for now. And we were actually building this too. Which is good, because that will help this fill up with water. Yeah, just need metal blocks. How are we doing on metal blocks? We are producing, which is good. We are getting all this online. That is all connected, which I'm happy about. Actually, let's pause you since I don't have the pine resin. Let's get you guys built. Because that will be fantastic as well. They're finally building this, so if we do get power up here, we can power our entire network down here. That is excellent. I'm contemplating... Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Gather flag here. And then we will destroy... that wood forester. Like you. And then we can do plant trees and bushes, blueberries. Just so we have a steady supply of them. Like so. Okay. I do have one job available. Once they build that though, we should be good. Planks are starting to come up. Did we finally get this connected? It looks like we did. So what is the power looking like? 100%. You power network to 1,000. I'm going to start building those as well. And then we can actually get these online while we're at it. So we'll start to do this stuff. And then we can start getting more power over here and migrate power across to the other side. So what I would do is more woodwork, get more lumber like you. I would want food for a, not that. That's 180. We can't do that. We need to focus on what we actually need. But what I can do is just set up the power network to support that for now. This should all be, that's all required to bridge the power network over. And we can actually get some storage up here as well. Like right here we can get some storage. Planks. Yeah, this can be the storage side of things. Not the end of the world, but I'm glad we got that power set up. So as this is moving, things are good. And then once this is built with all those gears, we should be on our way. But we do need the pine resin. Didn't realize I need pine resin for that. And we will need that up pumping. And then I need to store all this wheat, which is part of these things, and they're slowly getting there, right? It's a lot of stuff. And did we ever finish this? We're almost done with this, which will back up, because this is closed right now, and so once that back up, all the water will flow the other way. And we are starting to even build that out. Oh my gosh. Wood has sort of stabilized. I do have 2 injured beavers now. Where are my medical beds? I do have one there. That is not great. I probably want some more. We'll go ahead and just put them there. So if I go to well-being, medical beds, just do that. And we will high prioritize them because they do not need much, but we should get them online. Potatoes, grilled potatoes are actually up. I'm happy about that. And then you, we don't have any spatter donk yet, right? Yeah, no, it's almost done. And then we can harvest a little bit of that. We will need some sort of pond in order to make more. We could build an artificial one, and we might want to do that at some point. But for now, that's probably good enough. Wind power is very finicky. That's why we want these guys online. I actually want to figure out how much power they will give us. Buildings lack workers. Yeah. We don't need that. Buildings lack power. Yeah, that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and pause you for now anyways. We could get more power. Like so. And then set the priority on this on low, because we don't need it right now. Just for them to work on something in the interim. The scrap is in there. We almost have the gravity battery made there. 36. I kind of want to prioritize you. We'll turn you up priority, just so you start to get work. Because, I'm sorry, that connection should be really darn fast for moving the goods to areas. I kind of like that. But then again, once this is kind of done, we can build over here. Or even, we'll migrate it from there. It'll be fine. That gives us even more power. So this network is being supported. I think. Well, how much? You only have 70. Yeah, it's not great. There we go. There's the 2,000 that we wanted. But that's also why we want these gravity batteries. Haven't really used them yet. Come on. And that is being slowly built. This will need gears. Once you're connected, we actually have power over here too, so we could turn this on to start eating through more of that. I will need more housing. I finally have the 500, so what we need to do is go to wood, get the tapper you here, and then super high prioritize both of these and do pine resin, which we do have available, and we will reach it. So that'll be good, and then we can turn that back on. How much power do you have? 26,000. So we will have to see how that fares with the network. So we are starting to drain just a wee bit, but is why we want all these gravity batteries, and we'll have to see how fast it actually comes up as well. But the more we have, the better we are. And are we actually building you at all? That all needs to be built. Super high priority. That's high priority as well. So planks will hopefully go here. Did we finish that? We did. Which is good. Don't necessarily need that anymore. They shouldn't be going over here. You can see here we've blocked that and all the water is going through here, but we shouldn't have another bad tide will not kill all of this off, which is a good thing. I could potentially get over yonder, but I don't know if I want to. We could have you connected to something, but what are we doing, gents? Are we building this or not? Looks like we are. Oh, you guys are just putting all the planks in here. Interesting. I need my tapper. Oh, you're finally building it. It needs gears. Gears are the bane of my existence. And then what we can actually do is destroy all these and have them migrate to just pure research. And did this recover? It did. So when this powers on, we have enough power for the system, and I think this will sustain this area for quite some time. We can do something similar over here with this, build another wind farm over here. I'm wondering if I could actually connect them as well, or if district crossing lines affect that or not. Because if I could have one giant central, then this could power, like, this would do everything. Alright, buildings lack workers. Yeah, you're not the end of the world because berry storage is crazy high right now. We have 1,000 carrots, tons of grilled potatoes, tons of wheat. I need to get more things online. We can get that gristle, though. Or, sorry, not food. This guy. Do that. Get a path right here. And then what do I want? If I go to wood, I could get you potentially. I think I just want more gears here. And for now, I'll put planks, but we'll switch that out later. And are you not done yet? We just need gears. But my gears are going every location. Okay. Yeah. So I can't. This will also need 30 gears. And planks. Planks are coming up though, which is a good thing. But a little slow on the uptake. I think I only have the 1 gear workshop, which is not great, but at least we're producing lots of planks, hopefully, to support all this. And we are getting a bunch of metal blocks, or at least a decent chunk of metal blocks, which I'm happy about. That'll help further our goals. And we do have these sluices in, and they are actually building the mega dam structure now. Speaking of which, since we have sluices, we can do that, and then close above contamination so that we don't get contaminated. Something like that. And then you guys would... I want you guys to close above contamination. Sorry, close below. So if it's above, they open up to drain out the bad water. And so what that would do is they'll close and it'll direct water this way, hopefully, because that's too much to go in there, and then it will come into here, flow over here, and hopefully build a wonderful system. It will need to do... Ooh, I don't even think I can get over there. Reggie. What we'll do for now, well, we can do this. Don't know about making that. That's the issue. If we get over there, we will just do this for now. Actually, I don't even think we need these. We will have to test it to whether or not this is enough, but I'm thinking we just do that for now, save our resources, and then just do that. I think they can build one over, so that might be fine. I don't know. Like, if they got there, I don't know if they can build underneath there. That is the mega diverting project, just to get water over here. We do have a drought inbound. How are we doing on the Tapper Shack? Not even close to being done. How are you doing? Gears are just the bane of my existence. Are you even working in here? That's at least stood up, so that's a good old 35. Planks are actually starting to come up a little bit, which is good. But if we get this all powered, that would be even more wonderful. And they're even building all of this with just logs and planks. And that requires gears. So, again, gears, problem. I only need 2, and then we can actually unpause you to be built. But we do need the pine resin. So I think we'll leave that pause for now. But if we got you made. Yeah, if we got that made, then these could come online because the power network would be stood up. At least for these. Oh, yeah. It's always something, you know? But buildings like power, and then once we get, like I said, the observatory online, we can do so much more. Oh, and then replant. I need more beavers. Food is steady, it seems. I just need more housing, which is what destruction of all this will be. And I think I will maintain the same system where, or I might need to do a little bit of modification in here just because these things don't necessarily line up very well. I can at least do the bottom layer like we did there, out to there, and then we'll go from there. Did we finally build it? Yes, we did. So gears are going into there. Once that's done, we can actually produce more gears. And then we can also get you online. In fact, I might just start my housing project regardless, because we do have what we need. So let's actually do that. So we're going to destroy that, which will give us all those resources, and I'm going to build housing. Like that, and then we will get big housing. And this is the problem, is that I cannot place you there because there's stairs. I could do something like that. We could build a double lodge in here. Like that would connect. So I need to figure out how to connect these guys. Can I build a structure over? I can. Something like that. There we go. And that is still decent on the spacing there, so we will need to prioritize all of that in order to get even more beavers, to get more things. And I think we could actually get up to a third level up here with how we've designed things. Something like that. And then we could do oops. Like that, and even get more housing. House. Big house there, there, and little house there. And I need stairs. There we go. Big housing community over there. Issue is, do I have enough food? I have lots of food, mind you. All food, new food. Things are happening. Did I ever get that Tapper Shack online? I do not. It is finally getting gears. But we do finally have the smelter online. And I need to unpause you and actually high prioritize you. And the reason I need to high prioritize you is because we need things. You don't need to be high priority, but you guys do. So we can get materials up here. We do have power to support that. And I think we're doing okay. And we're starting, like I said, to build the mega dam, or the mega diverter valve to actually feed water into our system. We build our little channels here so we won't ever get bad water into our main housing anymore. Oh no! I just realized we never stopped pumping and it is a 6-day drought. Oh, that is really bad. Hopefully we survive this one. Don't know about it. That's not good. That is a very, very long drought. Luckily though, with this, we do meet demand as long as we have power, and so we can still build things, which is fantastic, in order to support our needs. We do have a little bit of water storage over here, and I do have 475, but I do foresee a potential issue just because we don't have enough water storage and we pumped all that out. That's bad. That just means all these crops are going to die. Now, we do have a good surplus of crops, so it's not the end of the world, and our potatoes are alive, and we should be getting spatterdock now, which means this grill should be producing spatterdock, so we have more food resources. Not worried about the food, really just worried about the... Did I mark all these? Cut trees? Yeah, those are all marked. Just worried about the water supply, because that is really low, and I do not have any other water supply to go through. And in fact, once this fills, this will fill up with clean water and actually be fairly deep. We could build a platform out here to actually pump it out. I'm not opposed to that. But that should be super low priority. And we do have these gravity batteries. Do they come back up when everything's running? We are not meeting total demand. Okay. We do need the water wheel support in order to fuel all this, or we need more of these online, which we are starting to try to work there to get more gears, to get the Tapper Shack, which is finally online, and you are getting pine resin, which is great. Let's actually check. Oh, they built our super storages as well, so we have tons of carrots and wheat in there. We are building more housing, which is not advantageous with our water situation. And we can finally unpause you, because you are what I need. And we will actually need the workforce to be super high priority in there. We're already super low. Where can I get water from? Emergency water pump. Water pump. There. Oops, don't need all that. Yeah, that was a mistake on my end. We had 65 beavers. I think we're about to have a huge crisis. Hopefully they can get this built though. We do have logs. There are logs over there. And you are getting the pine resin. So this should be being built. It already has all the pine resin. Perfect. And then this is getting gears as well, but this takes priority. So hopefully we can get the observatory online and start getting more research, because the research that I want is this guy, so that we can have tons of water storage. We'll get another pump as well that will just help to flow. Oh, 3 days. 3 days. Do we wait to see what happens? Because I'm out of water. Oh, we got to survive 3 days without water. Well, we are going to start getting a little bit of water out of you. Hopefully that can stave off the super death that is about to occur. At least you have tons of pine resin, and once you guys build this, we will have more. How's the observatory going? Almost there. And power network is doing more than fine, so these are actually back up to full. Perfect. So when it is a strong wind day, we actually over-deliver, and we are building this network as well to help with all that. But once again, what is a problem? Because you guys are eating up all of my wood. I wish I could prioritize, or actually, hold on. You, low priority. Like that. There we go. I don't know if that's going to do a single thing to us. Water still pumping away. You can see now that we are starting to run into the issue of I don't have enough. Something else we want to try to get is the large water pump. Much more advantageous for pumping, but we need those treated planks, so I will need to get this online for 800. But we do want you, which you are getting close, and then we can start getting people into there. We have oh, there were so many beavers that were born. Okay, we only have another day to go through. You're not producing enough water for everyone. That is kind of a problem. I'm just wondering if they get enough water to survive. Yeah, thirst. 91 beavers are thirsty. Well, out of my 91 beavers, most of them are thirsty. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We will just see how bad it gets. They're all growing up too, so we're getting more jobs available. I guess I can just unpause these for now, because there is no water to pump, which is a problem. Yeah. I really need some sort of deep reservoir, like a dam, to help us. This could be a nice dam, actually, if I blocked it off and just allowed this to flow upwards. But I don't know, because we could divert the bad water this way if we wanted to. I would just need to break that, and then that just flows into here and the whole 9 yards. So there is a method to the madness, mind you, but it will take a little bit to build all that. But if we were to look at it, we would probably do something like this. So we would need a triple, but we need to raise all that to triple. So that is not crazy. All right, well, we finally are going to get water back now in the morning. So hopefully if I check here, yep. Well, we've started to lose some. Died of old age, died of old age. Okay, so they're dying of old age. Unconnected building? What building is... Oh, we haven't finished the stairs here. So, there's a problem. Alright, new day. Water's back. Beavers will start getting into here, and hopefully we do not have a crazy situation. This should flow quickly. Yep, all that's coming back. This starts to flow. This is going to start to flow. Water's coming in here. You guys are now pumping, producing water, and we will still leave this pump over here as well. Water will come this way, and we'll see here, it doesn't go that way. We just come through here. So that will help with everything. Bad water's coming back. Not the end of the world. And seems like we may have survived. I don't know. Question mark. We do need to replant all of our potatoes, which is not great. Water is still not good. Did we finally finish that observatory yet? Nope. We need a few more planks, which means I need wood. Which, weren't these all growing up? Is that a birch in here? Oh no, that's just a weird empty spot. You reach it. Plant trees and bushes. Oak. Oh, it can't be planted there because that's not tall enough. Interesting. And I can't reach that one. Alright, we'll at least have pine risen. I actually want to stockpile that because that would be advantageous for us. These are lowering once again, which is fine. And then once we have gears from here and everything else, then we will be good. Okay, how's the water situation coming? Are we even getting enough? It looks like we are getting enough. We're not. Oh, finally, you're online. So now we're going to start. This gets us, I think, 10 an hour when it's actually running. Oh no, every 0.75 hours we get 10, which is fantastic. But the beaver thirst problem is or should be coming down. Died of thirst. Uh-oh, we're starting to do. This is going to be a little bit long of an episode as I have a slight heart attack due to the fact that all our beavers may die. At least all this food stayed alive too. The food is okay for now. And we do have power. Meeting more than demand, so these guys get maxed out again. And we are producing science. Okay. Question is, am I going to start getting water online? I want to prioritize that. You not so much. So hopefully we can build you quicker. We don't have any wood because, well, all this. So if I just pause you, I think that pauses the entire construction of that until we reach back equilibrium. You're pumping water. You should be. You guys were pumping water as well. Still don't have any water though. How's the situation? Why aren't my beavers drinking? Oh, we already unlocked you. Am I just not producing enough? I don't know. It's like we have 5 pumps going, which you guys are producing. Yeah, 2 water, 3 water. You can see it's starting to fluctuate upwards, which is good, but we're not there yet. Another drought now would destroy us. And hopefully they build that, and then I can get the super one built. Yep. And you need to be water and higher priority as well. Yeah, I think we're okay. We are going to have a bunch of beavers die of thirst. We do have 45 beds available, and once they actually build these stairs here, we'll have access to even more beds. But I think it's a crisis slightly averted. What I also want to do is get you, which we will need. But at least we didn't lose the entire colony. It is not a complete and total loss, but it is a bit of a setback, let's say. And I'm not happy about it. What we could do, though, I believe that is fairly large. We could do something like this and just build platforms like that. And then once we get enough for the large water pump, which will happen in a little bit, we should be able to build that there, and that will take even more beaver jobs. But we have 75 available, so we are a little large. If I pause you, oh, I can pause housing. That's actually amazing because we don't want to have this much housing up and are running quite yet, I don't think. 56 is quite a lot. And then once we have... all my gears should be going there. That's almost done. You guys are all going to work. I really like the going to work bit. It's just these guys are not producing that much, which is concerning to say the least. And we've paused our little project over here, so they shouldn't be dealing with that. Okay, well, besides the massive water crisis that we have brought apart ourselves, water is slowly starting to come back. It's just that we need beavers to drink the water. And so if I look here, yep, you can see here it's come back up. It's not the end of the world, but it was not good. That one was on me. But building this water storage and filling it should save us, save future me. And then also building the large water pump so while water's flowing, we actually have more water available to store will be good. And I'll probably end up building another giant water tank over here, most likely. We could actually plan that out. Nope, that's too tall. So we would do this, like that, and another one here, and just get storage like that, and make you water as well. And we'll up the priority of that. That won't stop anything because it's on the stilts, but it's something that we probably should do. And now that's built, water is starting to come online, and now we do also have this guy, which... why can't I build you there? Oh, I think I need more. So if I come over here, build another layer, like that. So you would be that as well. Problem is I need the treated planks, so I forgot about that. So hopefully we survive with just this, but we are working to hopefully make ourselves a little bit better. And then once gears come into here, again, we're prioritizing this for now. Let's actually lower that, because if I get gears into this one, we can start chunking through the wheat, and then we'll get more gears being produced as well as planks, as long as our wood supply holds out, which it seemingly will. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. We've run quite a long ways today. A little bit of a water crisis seems to be resolving itself. All the beavers are not really thirsty anymore. I'm happy about that. We did get our power farm set up. It is even connected back to the main network, and we're starting to get our entire industrial center set up over here, and we will build even more of these wind farms. As you can see here, we will have the gears and planks available with our network, and our zipline system is working phenomenally. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fun day, but I will catch you guys next time. Dr. Munchkin signing out.